What if I told you there were companies in the UK that pay a dividend yield of 5, 7, even 8% just for holding the stock? Now, before you get too excited, there's something you need to understand. A high dividend yield could be a great opportunity, or it could be a massive red flag. So in this video, I'm going to break down 5 of the most popular dividend-paying stocks in the UK right now. I'll explain why they're so popular, we'll go through the pros and cons, and I'll also explain what type of investor may suit a particular stock. And as always, just before we begin, this video is for educational purposes only. It doesn't constitute financial advice. If you need any help, please speak to a professional. When people first start investing, they usually focus on growth. How can I double my money, or how can I find the next Nvidia? But after a few years and you gain a bit of experience, your goals might change, and so too may your strategy. Instead of looking at pure growth, you may want something that's a little more stable, something that can provide passive income, and that's where dividend stocks come in. Dividend companies share a portion of their profits with their shareholders. That could be every month, every quarter, every 6 months, or every year. So you're not just relying on the share price to make money, you're getting paid cash along the way. So with that being said, here are 5 of the most popular UK dividend-paying stocks in 2026. Stock 1, Legal & General. Let's kick things off with a bang and start with a fan favourite. Legal & General is one of the biggest financial services and insurance companies in the UK. At the moment, it offers a dividend yield of around 8%. That is one of the highest yields available from a large, established UK company. Let's go over some of the pros. They have a long history of paying dividends, strong cash generation, they're a large, established company, popular with income investors, and the dividends look relatively sustainable. Some of the cons are financial companies can be sensitive to economic downturns, the growth is fairly slow, and if interest rates fall sharply, profitability can also come under pressure. Overall, Legal & General was seen as a fan favourite due to its high dividend yield and its reliability. If you want a stock that's based on income rather than rapid growth, this is probably near the top of the list. Stock 2, National Grid. Now let's switch things up and talk about National Grid. This is a UK company that owns and operates the electrical and gas infrastructure. Basically the piping and the wiring that keeps the country ticking. The yield is lower, usually around 4 to 5%, but many investors see National Grid as more of a defensive stock. Some of the pros is that it has a sustainable business model, predictable cash flow, potentially lower volatility than many other stocks, and utility companies tend to perform better during uncertain periods. Some of the cons would be a lower dividend yield than some of the other companies on the list, less growth potential, and can be impacted by regulation and political decisions. This is more of a set and forget stock. It's quite boring really, but you know it should be fairly reliable during periods of uncertainty. Stock 3, Shell. Shell is one of the biggest energy companies in the world, and it's not just right now. If you were to go back 20 or 30 years, Shell was one of the companies that was sitting right at the top, just before technology took over. It pays a dividend yield of roughly 3 or 4%, which is lower than some of the others on the list, but it also generates an enormous amount of cash. And on top of dividends, Shell has also been buying back some of its own shares, which is another way of returning value to its shareholders. The pros are huge cash generation, they're a global enterprise with a strong balance sheet, exposure to oil and gas prices can boost profits during commodity booms, and they're also trying to diversify into green energy. The cons would be earnings can be quite volatile because they depend heavily on oil prices. Energy stocks can be cyclical, and long-term questions around fossil fuels and renewable energies. Shell is a strong balance play. You get that reliable dividend payment, but you also have the potential of strong capital growth if energy markets perform well. Stock 4, M&G. M&G is another financial services company focused on investments, pensions, and assets under management. The dividend yield is currently around 7%. This is another stock that has become very popular with UK income investors. The pros being the high dividend yield we mentioned, strong cash generation, exposure to pensions and asset management, and popular with investors looking for passive income. The cons would be they're more sensitive to stock market downturns, earnings can fluctuate depending on how financial markets perform, and slightly riskier than some of the more defensive names on the list. M&G is one of those stocks where the dividend yield looks fantastic on paper, but you need to remember, financial companies can be hit hard if the market struggles. Stock 5. British American Tobacco. British American Tobacco is one of the largest tobacco companies in the world. It offers a dividend yield of around 5 to 6%. Now clearly, there are ethical concerns around the tobacco industry, so this isn't going to be for everyone, but purely from an investment perspective, tobacco companies have historically generated a huge amount of cash. So the pros would be a high cash flow, reliable dividend history, a defensive demand with high margins. Some of the concerns would be the pressure put on the industry, declining smoking rates over the long term, the obvious ethical concerns for some investors, and potential legal risks. British American Tobacco is a good example of a stock that can still produce a strong income even when there's a question mark over the long-term sustainability. Right, the important thing to remember is that the highest dividend yield isn't necessarily the best investment. I'm going to use Vodafone to illustrate this. For years, Vodafone had a very high dividend yield, and that looked extremely attractive on paper. But one of the reasons the yield was so high was because the share price had steadily been falling. Eventually, they had to cut the dividend payment completely, and that was due to the debt level, the competition, and the investment costs. And that is exactly the risk when solely focusing on the highest dividend yield. If a stock is paying 12 or 15%, there's usually a reason why, and that reason is probably a red flag. And that is why when looking at dividend stocks, you should be considering things like cash flows, debt levels, profits, and the company's history. For me personally, if I wanted a balance between income and stability, I'd probably lean towards companies like Legal & General or Shell. But if someone wants maximum yield, and of course they understand the risk, then companies like M&G may be more attractive. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your investing goals and your investing strategy. For some people, dividend investing is all about passive income. For others, it's a form of de-risking as you get older. And maybe some people just want a balance between the two. I know I've missed out some great companies on the list, so light me up in the comments below. And before you go, we're actually going to be doing another giveaway on the channel shortly, this time for 2 £50 vouchers. More details will be on a community post that will go out with this video, but to enter, you just need to be subscribed to the channel and follow the instructions. But this time, if you're a channel member, you'd have boosted odds of winning the competition. Like I said, there'll be more details on the community post. Thank you guys for all the support. It's been a wild ride and we're only just getting started. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next one, guys.